Chainlink price update, October 3rd. We're going to start off on the daily chart, then we'll look at the bigger picture. Let's get going. The daily, rejected again, right under the 200 EMA, this pink line, right where we rejected back in July. However, we did make a slightly higher high. So maybe this is the early signs of the ship turning around to the bullish side. We did have a confirmation of a double bottom right here. You confirm a double bottom after you make a higher high. Did we do that? Yes. By definition, confirm double bottom. So the odds shift in the bull's favor of that holding, and we're putting in a slightly, somewhere, higher low, right? That's all we're looking for at this point, right? Because we got rejected here, our hopes now turn to fingers crossed on the higher low, right? So anywhere between where we are now and around the 950 mark would be a-okay. All right, so that's what we're looking for. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive daily red candles. So we've got to kind of hold the line relatively soon. So we're around the 1050 mark now. We could go about $1 lower, but no more. The odds are shown after a double bottom is confirmed that that should hold from here on out. It doesn't mean it can't break, but if we go below 950 and close below 950, remember closing prices on a line chart, if we close under here, that would be a significant warning. Probably not just for Chainlink, but for altcoins in general. Bitcoin dominance still climbing. Could perhaps go to 60%, maybe even a little higher. That would put altcoins on pause. They could all get a slightly lower low, perhaps. But that would be a huge warning. This should hold. Let's see if that comes to fruition in the next handful of days or so going into the weekly close. If we turn on the Gaussian channel, we're still red. We've closed back below the median line now, so our low part of the Gaussian is at 1020. We'll see if we can right this ship, right? I would say we could possibly still turn this channel green in the next couple of weeks. You can see October 15th right down here, right? That's right, this dotted line. We're going to have to really hold, certainly we're going to hold a higher low than here, right? Start to move back up. We could turn it green if we could start to average above $11 to $12, right? We're very close right now to turning this green. We don't want to give it away too quick, right? If we turn it green, we got to hold it green. To do that, we're probably going to have to start averaging October around 11 to 12 mark, if not higher. All right, so that's the daily. Let's go to the 3-day. We'll keep the Gaussian channel on. Gaussian channel is now going down. We're underneath the Gaussian channel. You can see our rejection again off the 200 EMA. On the 3-day chart, that's a 600-day moving average. We can also see how this is kind of flipped from support. Look how many support touches, all back in April, May, June, July. Now it broke it, and now it's flipped to resistance in August and again in September, the 200 EMA. Chainlink is going to struggle until, I shouldn't say struggle, it will struggle to gain bullish traction, let's put it that way, until we can flip above this again, right? We could kind of come up here, we could hold up here, but until we can kind of flip above $12.50, $13 area, the traction can't hook in, and we can't really do a whole lot. We could very well be looking at maybe a triple kind of retest of these lows in the not so distant future. So maybe we hold here around the $10 mark, right? The double digits. We need to hold that. The 3-day Gaussian channel probably is not going to be turning green until maybe the end of the year. You can see out in December here, right? Because, right, we could see, use our best guesstimates, right? If we did this and started making a bullish move here, $15, $16, it takes a lot to turn this channel back to the upwards side, right? And that's what it takes to turn green. It has to move up. We're still moving down. Probably going to take another several months at minimum to get us out of this funk, at least on the 3-day chart. All right, let's go to the weekly. Weekly chart. Holding underneath, even with multiple pierces outside the lower Gaussian channel here, right? We had a couple weekly tags outside of it, but no closes. That's significant. We want to continue to do that. If we start to close outside the lower Gaussian channel, things start to get a little bit more rough, right? The hurricane moves up a little bit in power. The 200-week EMA. Also, you don't want to be messing with that in a bull market, and we are doing just that. We are tempting the bullish fate here. by knocking on the devil's door, right? The devil's door on any market is the 200 EMA, and we've knocked multiple times. We want to get away from that. So also, like, where do we hold the line as support back in April? The 100 EMA, the 100 week, the blue line. Look at that. We broke it, and then this trouble starts, right? And now we flip that to resistance, right? Every time we've touched it over the last couple of months, rejected, rejected, rejected. Even did it last week. Got above it, rejected again. 21 week and the 100 week, the yellow and the blue lines. Flip that, again, around $12.50 to $13. Everything starts to clear just above us. We're almost there. We've just got to flip this level again. It's not a big ask here, Link. Let's get it going. Let's use our power of flannel together and flip this damn level, right? 13 bucks on the weekly close, and blue skies and butterflies, flannels flying, good things start to come back. But until then, let's remain inside the Gaussian channel on the weekly. That's about 10.15 for that lower part. So we'll look for that at close of business Sunday, even though it never closes. All right, quote of the day. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. If you're waiting for something to happen to make you happy, you're not going to like how that ends up. Happiness is a daily journey. Car of the day, speaking of happiness, gold Lambos. Lamborghini Diablo in the gold edition, doors up. I just happen to have a golden right here. Pretty similar. There's the Diablo. Still looks great. 25 years later. Amazing looking Diablo car of the day. True happiness is gold Lambos.